All right. Boy, I'm gonna tell you. It's been a doozy. Greetings, peace, and blessings. Again, for the third time. First for many of you because you weren't even on the live. Couldn't even see us or hear us. But we got it together. Technical difficulties. Again, peace and blessings. The Muhammad's here, the residential tourist, and we are so excited. We're grateful. We're thankful. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate your patience for today, this evening or morning for most of you, and from the previous where we were supposed to have done this particular live on last Sunday. So we're grateful. We thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. We're excited. We're looking forward to this particular live, as we are always are excited. We love being able to share with you our experience. Today, we're going to get a bonus where we're here from, we're going to call it fresh meat. How about that? Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful couple who are here, right here, Nairobi, Kenya. And I'm going to tell you, it's always, for me, it's always really exciting because, you can get comfortable, right? You get to a place, you first get there, everything's beautiful, it's exciting, it's rah rah. But then after a period of time, you get used to certain things and you kind of, just kind of coast a little bit. But when you get people that come and they remind you, in a sense, by their excitement, by their joy, and it kind of revives you a little bit, a lot, not a little bit. So we're fortunate to continuously relive vicariously through other people as they come and they have that excitement and that energy. That's me. That's you. That's you. That's me. So we're excited. We're grateful. Now we're gonna do this thing here, right? And we're gonna keep the energy high because we're just excited. And we tried to do, as you know, we had some technical difficulties, so we tried to do our background. But it didn't go as well as we have liked. So, hopefully, when we bring them on in, Allah's gonna bless us. It's gonna be right how it's supposed to be, and it should be. But we're gonna get some things out the way first, and then we'll bring them on in, and we'll hear from them. We'll hear from them, and they'll be able to share with us what their experience has been at this point. How they prepared, how they transition, what they look forward to, all of that good stuff. All right, so good. So what we got? Well, let's do this. Let's get to the reminders first, okay? Now listen.
The updates.
I gotta give a reminder first. We gotta remind you to like, please, 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 please hit the like button. We know you're gonna comment. We know that's gonna happen.
But can you guys hear us? We didn't even ask if they hear us yet.
I'm sure somebody would have said something. Yeah, they hear us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The technical problems we had kind of threw us off a little bit. We didn't even acknowledge you guys directly as we normally do. Thank you so very much to all the viewers and, of course, our subscribers. We're grateful. We appreciate you again for your patience. We're grateful, very grateful. And we thank you for those who are viewing for the first time. Hopefully, you will be able to find us worthy of your subscription. If you have not already subscribed, we would love to have your subscription. For those who are familiar with us, you know the routine. As I just sent the reminder, hit the like button.
Cheryl's on today, so she's gonna tell them anyway.
All right, Sister Cheryl, stay on them, please. Stay on. Good to see you, Sister Cheryl. Who else do we have?
We got Natasha.
Sister Natasha, salam alaikum.
Loom Will said the sound is amazing.
Who? Loom Will. Good to see you, Loom Will. We got some familiar names and faces.
Oh, Charles in Africa. That's the brother.
Salam,
right?
Salam alaikum, Brother Charles. You got Jalal Ford, another familiar face. Thank you. All is well.
Brother Kenneth.
Brother Kenneth, good to see you again.
Aquarius Gold is back.
It's been a minute. Aquarius Gold. Well, you could probably say the same thing for us. We hadn't been on.
But still, Aquarius Gold been missing.
You've been missing for a minute.
JG says peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, JG.
And Lula, love you.
Walaikum salam to you as well.
Thank you. Yeah, so we got our wait a minute, I don't see Liz on here.
Not yet.
She must didn't get the reminder.
Maybe she tried. She was like, man, what's going on? She was probably in queue. Nothing happened. And she said, man, forget it. They don't have it together. I'm going into better things.
So, yeah, we just been living. We've been living in Kenya. Life in Kenya still is great. It still is great. I don't know if you realize, but we are coming up on our year in Nairobi.
Ah, that's right. December.
Was it December or January? It was, no, we came in December, right?
It was, in fact, shout out to, I'm not sure if he is on, he and his family are on. Shout out to what we've endeared him with the name Wale. That's not his real name, but we've given him that name based on his character, based on how he just loves and shows his love for the diasporas that he lives right here in Kenya. And we got it firsthand because he and his family extended themselves to us when we were in Rwanda, before we even left. And he extended himself and he said, listen, you guys come this way, we got room for you to kind of, so we went to Mombasa. He said, hey, you're closer, so listen, we still extended. And then when we said we want to move to Nairobi, the extension and the invitation never wavered, it never changed. He said, come get yourself together, get what you need, and carry on. So it was, I think, a week before or a few days before what many call Christmas Day. And we had a dinner with the family. They laid spread out and everything, and they welcomed us as family. And we would never forget that. Never forget that. And we're good friends now, and we're forever grateful and thankful. And we try to pay it forward. We really try to pay it forward. So, yes, our anniversary of being in Nairobi is coming up.
It's coming up. And the homie likes my head wrap. Just kind of put that out there. Thank you.
Yeah, we just got done listening to Erykah Badu. We had the incense going and everything,
But you know what? I haven't heard that I look like Jill Scott in a long time.
All right.
I don't look like her no more.
Look better.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we've been living it up in Kenya, Nairobi to be exact, and enjoying friendships. The community building is working. It's working. In the last 2 weeks, or how long has it been? 3 weeks since we've seen them, or 2? I don't know.
Probably 2. I think it's 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Sorry, guys.
But we've been out there doing community service, networking, with other expats and Black Kenyans as well.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we been doing since the last that we've seen everybody?
We've been doing. This is another reminder, but it's also sharing with you. What's been going on.
Hey guys, it's Adila with Adila's Relocation Services, and I'm out here in my favorite sanctuary in Tim Sadai. And if you guys are looking for a reason to relocate right now, this is your sign. Don't scroll. Follow us on our new YouTube channel, Adila's Relocation Services.
So, to what you were saying,
I was making a proud face. Like,
a lot of the time has been with dealing with ARS.
Yeah, we've been working hard. We've been working hard. ARS has definitely been exciting, especially the new channel. You guys have Well, actually, I don't know. Because we got 15,000 subscribers. We got 400 on that
Hey,
ARS channel.
but listen, it's moving. It's moving really well. I mean,
I'm trying
considering.
to give them the mama face.
Okay, there you go. All right.
But I understand everybody's not into the relocation situation. So, but if you are, don't miss out on the ARS channel. Because pretty soon this is strictly going to be our shenanigans that RT does over here, having fun, exploring, hopefully traveling soon, and strictly the relocation services will all be on the ARS channel.
Yes.
So hopefully you guys will. Where's Sister Cheryl? at? Sister Cheryl, tell them to go over there, please, and subscribe.
Well, we'll make sure you get all of the information necessary if you have not gotten it, so that you can go and take a look at it. And this is the YouTube channel right here, and it will not. It will be a variety of things that you will be able to witness and experience on the Dealers Relocation Services YouTube channel. Of course, we always love to be able to share with you the process of individuals transitioning. And you'll see a bit of that today as we welcome our wonderful, beautiful guests. But it is necessary, so you can kind of see what you ordinarily wouldn't be able to see. You can do all the research, you can do all of that, but when you are able to really see visually in, I can't say real time, but step by step, real individuals, real people, the realness, because it ain't all peaches and cream. You said that before. It's bumps and bruises, cultural differences and challenges, and you get to see all of that. And at the same time, we're hoping to be able to share with you as well, a bit of the community, um, the different areas.
And that's important. The
It is.
community aspect of what we're doing is so important. I did a consultation with a sister just a couple days ago, and she just texted me now. And her main thing is she wants to come over, but her main thing is she wants to be in a community. A lot of times our clients, they're saying, I want to be in the community. I don't want to feel lost. I don't want to feel by myself. I don't want to try to have to figure out how to navigate. And so in doing so, we are learning a lot about community building, about what it takes to be an expat in Kenya, or a repack, or whatever name you want to call it. It takes a lot, and there's a lot to it. Like, we don't have the ability to just be. There's steps that we have to take to be able to be here legally. And it's a lot to it, and it's not inexpensive. And so I got an email the other day. Someone wants to come in as an expat, and they want to pay $100 a month for me. And I'm like, okay. Well, of course, that's not something that we specialize in, because with that price range, I definitely cannot guarantee all the things that expats are looking for. But we have to keep that in mind as well. Just coming over, you can't expect Africa to be your low budget experience.
No, no, and I mean,
Yeah.
so keep it real, right? Because two things. This is just your brother. This is my vantage point. Listen. Well, let me just put it like this. You don't. If this is a thought, right, in individuals' minds, in your mind, Africa has luxury. Okay. If you didn't think, if you thought you didn't know, or you thought you listen, let us tell you, Africa has luxury.
Especially Kenya.
Africa is modern, okay?
Especially Kenya.
So you don't have to, if you think that you have, and now the beautiful part about it is you can get these luxuries and you don't have to break your neck, right? You don't have to sell your arm or your leg. You can still stay in a very comfortable price range and have these wonderful, have a luxurious way of living. I'm not talking about
Right.
extravagant. I'm not talking about, New York City or even Atlanta at this point. In some parts of Atlanta, but the way you would expect to live or probably already live where you are in America, you can have that same type of living right here in Africa.
Right.
So
Natasha said Africa is not the Dollar Tree,
it's not
but it
I like
could be Family Dollar, though.
it could be Family Dollar,
But not Dollar Tree.
not Dollar Tree. That's a good one, Natasha. Thank you.
It's not. But the thing, and it kind of bothers me because we don't realize, we've had people try it. We don't realize how expensive it can be. Because once you come over and you don't, if you're not working from home and you don't have a continuous income, Kenya don't have no welfare system.
Ain't no
for you.
welfare system.
There's no Section 8s.
Ain't no
There's none of that.
Ain't no financial assistance of any kind.
No, there's no grants.
No,
There's no
well, that we
no
know
food
of.
stamps.
No food stamps.
No
That's not.
what's the other stuff? No WIC.
Not
No
that we
WIC.
know of. They may have a version of that, but
No,
there is. We
there's
don't
none.
know.
So if you are accustomed to living in your quality of life, why would you look for something underneath of what you already is accustomed to?
Because trust and believe, those of the locals who don't have that quality of life, guess what they're trying to get? They're trying to get that quality of life. Whatever their circumstances is, and whatever it is, if it's not as favorable, they don't want to have.
Yeah.
They don't want
They don't
that.
want that. They want to have a better quality of life. Like Charles said, if rent is averaging $2,300 a month in the U.S., and most people is paying that for two
Okay.
bedrooms, pay $1,000 a month in the motherland and live like a king.
Right.
And that makes sense.
It does make good.
But
That's a good one, Brother Charles.
That makes sense. But don't come thinking I'm gonna move to Africa so I could save all my little coins up and I'm gonna live like a king off of $3 a month. I don't understand. I don't understand. But trust me, it can happen. I just can't be a part of that. That's a different life that I didn't come to Africa for. I didn't come to Kenya for that kind of life. And I don't want you to put that back on. Why the power ain't coming on? Why my Wi-Fi is never working? But shoddy Wi-Fi, and why the water don't work? Hot water don't work? Why the roads ain't done? You chose that $100 a month budget. So this is what you have to understand. This is the quality of life that you're going to get. Period.
Right.
And if that's what you want, some people want to live like that.
Right. If you want to
They
live
wanna
off the
feel
grid
that
like
rusty.
that, then yeah,
They want that.
that's cool. I mean, no harm, no foul. So absolutely.
They want the ARS just don't have anything to offer in that realm.
Right.
I have nobody I don't even know what to say about that. PP box. See, that's Bay right there, Natasha.
Don't start. We're gonna keep going. We ain't gonna start. So let's do an update. We'll do an update from previous to last time. Last time I'm on here, we talked about, we put it up here on the screen for you. We talked about the Fresh Start Association, a phenomenal association started right here among WePats, right here in Nairobi, Kenya. And a part of the association is to give back, right? And this goes, good segue, right? Because these are individuals who are unfortunate, who are locals, who are unfortunate. They don't have, I don't even say, you don't even got to deal with the luxuries of life, just the very essentials of life. They don't really have much of that. And so particular school, just a brief recap, is a particular school that was chosen, and it is in a particular area where there is what they call, it's another more softer term to use, but I can't think of it. The slum areas, and these particular children who attend this particular school, a lot of times they only get their meal at school. At school, so school was out of session, and so while they're out of session, through the Fresh Start Association, up until it started like 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
up until maybe I think 3 more weeks that's remaining. Each day, Monday through Friday, through volunteer, providing meals for them in the afternoon, so that they can at least have one meal, at least one meal. So it's ongoing, and it's been going well.
Yeah, they were able to raise enough money to feed the child one good meal every day. And we went out there, I think you've been out there twice,
3 times.
3 times.
Yes.
We'll be back out there this Friday. But it was quite an experience. And the sister that is handling this, she needs to be commended. She's cooking
Incredible.
every day
Incredible.
for 100 babies, 100 children. And we're making beans and rice and madazis or lentils. And they're getting healthy plates. We were out there. I was trying to, me, I'm a chef mode, so I'm trying to do portion control because I'm trying to see how many people. I start getting nervous, thinking we're gonna run out of food.
I do too. That's my greatest fear.
Oh, let me. But she's like, put some food on that plate. I'm like, all right, here we go.
It's like when Jesus fed the multitude with
Yeah.
2 loaves of bread.
It just never ended.
Five,
It kept going.
5 pieces of fish and 2 loaves of bread. Everybody got a good portion.
Got some.
And nobody walked away empty stomach.
Everybody got some.
And they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yes, they're grateful.
Very grateful.
They're helpful. The girls come in and they help organize the line and serve it and help you get it done real fast. So again, it's been a rewarding experience. We'll be going back out there again. Because of the challenges we had, we weren't able to post any pictures. So
so we'll post, showing the
the
volunteers, because we try not to show the children.
What I'm excited about is the 31st. We're going back out to Shangalia.
Dang, I forgot to put that up. I'm sorry. We'll put it back up.
Yeah, they're going to do another fun day for the children at Shangalia. I got some babies there that I'm in love with. But we're bringing shoes, and our guests actually they brought over with them. They'll talk more about that later, but brought over with them 100 pairs of flip-flops for these babies.
So they came already.
They came already. All we did was
to give back. So
I texted them one day, asked them the question. He ordered it on the spot. So,
no hesitation.
No hesitation. So we have those shoes. We got some Crocs coming because the shoes are kind of for like the older children. They got Crocs for the babies coming. We're going to go out there and have fun, and I'm extremely excited. I can't wait to see them. And that's what we're working with. That's what's going on here.
That's what's going on. So just to end that off, listen, volunteering is not free. What I mean by that is, like, even though it is not given a cost to put your hand here and there, so forth and so on, but there are things that are necessary, needed. You got transportation, you have food, you have supplies, you have things. So I get it. Everybody can't make themselves present physically, but whatever can be done. If you can send $1 or $2 here, because this is going to come back around again, right? Unfortunately, we ideally would love to eradicate the situation, but just keeping it real. If it happens, it's not going to happen overnight. So whatever you can give to help fuel this, if you can just share it, you can whatever you can do, right? You'll help a life. I'm telling you, you'll help a life.
You'll help a life, but also remember, especially those of us that are coming to repatriate to Africa. I'm going to say Africa in general. Even though we feel as though we belong here as well, we want to make sure that we make it known that we are coming to be an asset to the country. We want to be an asset to the people, an asset to to our purpose here. But we want to make sure that we give a little bit of what we've been able to, which is easy for most of us. A little bit goes a long way. And just being an asset and not being the first part of that word.
It's a family show.
It's the first part of that word. will help us to be seen in the better light.
Yeah.
Period. And we're trying to make sure that we are known, we are here, that the black people is coming from all over the world back home. And we want to make sure that we can see that we're worthy of this blessing. So with that,
so we want to we done talked enough.
The video
We're going to show it
come
now.
on?
We're going to start by showing,
Hold on, but the flyer has her Mpesa or
I just put it up there. There's somebody
Yeah.
still needs it. I'm gonna put it back up.
you could send it to her directly
It's
on
not-
the flyer, or you can, if you are in the States and you don't have
It's right here.
Mpesa,
So
you can send it through PayPal or whatever and just put a note on there that this is to go for the children.
here's this I believe is no, I think that's the website. All right, hold on. Let's see. We should have. If not, well, here's if you're here. No, I might not be here. Let me not put that up there. All right, all right. Well, I do go here. If you go here to this website, it will direct you directly
Mhm.
on how to do everything. Okay. Any questions, please reach out to us. We'll assist you as the best we can. All right. So I'll put it back up again before we leave. So before we end out, so you can have that. So let me take this off now. So,
Okay.
all right, let us set the tone and the mood. All right, for bringing our beloved guests, family, friends, that we are grateful to share this experience, this journey, right? Because we're on a journey, man. When you get to Africa, that ain't the end of the journey. That's the beginning of the journey.
Mhm.
So when you have a comrade, fellow comrades, are walking side by side, shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand on this journey, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I think that's how we got to see it. We got to look at it. When we get here, we have to embrace the journey, and we have to look to our left, to our right, and see who's on the journey with us. And somebody might get, it might be a heavy load. Like, oh, let me take that load off of you so we can carry on through this journey, right? You need a companion, you know.
You do need that.
You
'Cause
need it.
even to be with people, I've said it many times. But
So,
thank you so much, Loon Will.
Loon Will, thank you. Blessings to you and your family. We're grateful. We appreciate it. Really do. So I'm going to tell you something. We're going to show this. I'm going to shut up. Because y'all,
Yeah,
I was doing good. Because y'all kept talking to somebody talk too much. And that's not the truth. Anyway.
They say it's not the truth if they say it.
Anyway, y'all don't know me like that. Y'all just know me in this hour time. Y'all don't know me like that.
So we're celebrating Loon Will super chat, 5th super chat on live stream.
Beautiful. Grateful.
That's a supporter right there.
We're grateful.
Thank
We're
you so
grateful.
much.
We appreciate you, brother Loon Will, sister Loon Will. So now, when we put this together, we captured the process of this family moving in, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a little tear jerk, you know, little teary when it was all said and done, because I didn't. When I was in the moment, I was like excited. My adrenaline was high, but then when I stepped out of it and saw it, and really was able to look at it more objectively, I got a little emotional. Anyway, so we want to share this
Quick video. We're going to share the quick video
It's about 4 minutes.
for those who have not seen it. And if you have, just relive it again. Just feel the emotions. of
Yeah,
the video.
you know, a reminder. You know, a reminder is always good. All right, so let me try to do this right.
Natasha said, listen, we love y'all, but this build up is 30 minutes. If you don't come on already.
All right, it ain't 30 minutes. We was already 15 minutes late, Natasha.
We was on Africa time today. We wasn't clocking in at 6 on the dot. right, so this is pretty exciting for us today because we are actually going to show you the reveal of our friend's apartment. Now, a few months ago, they came in and visited us here in Nairobi, fell in love with the country. And what was unique is my husband was posting on Facebook one day some beautiful things about Kenya. And his brother responded, if you have a skating rink, we're coming. Didn't realize that we were going to show them one of the biggest skating rinks they have ever seen in their whole entire life. These people are skateheads. Immediately began planning to have their relocation services. Spends are huge. I'm filming the camera person filming me. Okay. Oh, well, the video is going to come out. We're going to do this video in parts because I can't wait to decorate this place, man. Thank you, son. Assalamualaikum. I didn't realize there was going to be some hiccups along the way. Now I found them the most beautiful apartment, brand new build out actually. No, but once we went in, we're noticing that there's no light fixtures in the whole apartment. And the owner was like, hey, that's for y'all to put in there. And we're arguing with them, no, these are tenants, this for you to put in there. And guess what? They're coming tonight. Hopefully they will love everything that we've done. We try to put a little special, do a special room like we always do. Look at this view.
We left as slave ships to come back on an airplane because we didn't have no say-so when we left. That's right. But we have all the say-so to come back. So, you know, that's a slogan that we're copyrighted. And so because we want to go a long way with that. We want to represent that our people can come back, like I say, in airplanes. And so again, I thank Lamont and his wife, Sister Dita, for paving the way here. And just good people in Kenya, they're so beautiful. And again, I'm just so inspired and happy. And I'm looking to make an impact. If a lot of you take my life, I would be buried in the place that our ancestors come from. So I thank y'all a lot.
I just wanna love you, I just wanna be with you. Oh, you say, take me away, I want.
Whee! Okay, so fam, I should have my tissue. So fam, without further ado, we want to bring on to the stage, and just hope and pray that we bring them on the stage. Everything is in position. We want to bring our brother and our sister, brother Jeffery and sister Stephanie, onto the stage. Please, let us hear your voice. Hopefully we can hear your voice.
1, 2, 3.
We can't. Hold on. We can't hear you. Hold on. Let's see. We got to get this voice.
No,
You
I can
can't.
talk. Yeah, just turn it up now. You want.
You can't hear us. We can't
Here
hear
we go.
you.
Here we go. Okay, Natasha says she can hear them. Okay.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Pushing
Awesome.
it down.
Hey, y'all. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Testing, testing.
We love it. We love it. We love it. So I need to turn yours up. So listen,
That's gonna be delayed.
man, welcome to RT Live, Real Talk Live. We are honored. We are humbled. We are truly, truly grateful to have you.
Natasha said there's an echo.
I fixed the echo.
You
It's
fixed
gone.
it.
And so we're grateful. We thank you so very much. We're excited. We're looking forward to hearing a lot from you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna shut up.
No, but listen, between Lamont and Brother Jeffery, 3
I can't
rules.
get on the mic. It's my time.
We only got an hour. It's number 1. We ain't at church. And what's and I gotta think of the third one. It'll come to me.
All right, you carry it. You go ahead. Lead the way. Lead the way.
So have you guys been skating yet since you've been here?
We're going tonight. We're going tonight. We haven't been one time, but we will be going today. We're going tonight. Yeah.
So if you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to go into some important questions that we both came up with for you guys. But just give us a brief synopsis of who are you?
Okay, I'm Stephanie. This is Jeffrey. We are from the United States. We are straight from the ATL. What you want to know? We are. Brother Jeffrey is the owner of the S Enterprise, which are the makers of Kosher Wave, Barber Magic, and Shotty Red. And I'm real estate agent and so many other things. I'm a jack of many trades, master of many trades. We just do what we do.
All right. So basically, you guys came to Kenya. You came here not thinking, well, Brother Jeffrey, he was not thinking about relocating to Africa at that time. Stephanie, you've told us you've always wanted to come. So how was it for you, Brother Jeffrey, coming to the continent for the first time? And you must have felt something for you to say, this is what we're going to do.
First of all, when we came here in May and just had that experience, almost being a month that we stayed, and just that experience, man, we're just like, wow, we at home. We've traveled many places. I have traveled many places as well in the barber and the beauty industry, from California to New York to Miami to Texas. And everywhere that I went, I always felt like, okay, I enjoyed it. Ready to go home. And then like home. But when we came here, wow, that experience was out the door. Like, didn't have no need to go back home. It was strange to us. That last day when it was time for us to go, we even asked Brother Lamont and Sister Dilla, can we change the date on our visas and wait another week? And they said, no, you couldn't, because we already gave the amount of days that we'll stay, and till we had to travel back home. man, that day, man, was dragging like we did not. Like, man, can we stay another night? You know, who does that? To go somewhere and say they want to stay. Most people want to go home. And just that experience, man, just stayed in our head. When we got back to Atlanta, like, man, we ready to get back on the plane, make a U-turn, and come back. And so, you know, we had started out that we're going to come back in September. Then it went to October. The next thing you know, it went to November. But Allah was the best knower. You know, a lot of things happened in those times. But we came here, it was the same experience. You know, I thought it would be a little different, but it was the same experience, man. So we're welcome, and thank you all for allowing us to come, you know, through y'all, you know, trailblaze to get here yourself to Africa and travel around to make Kenya, Nairobi your home, which we made our home as well. And I will tell you this right here, I ain't gonna talk no more, but on this side of the globe, I didn't realize it's so much fun on this side of the globe. So I want to leave y'all with that. Thank you.
I agree with you. I don't know what it is about Kenya. Me and Stephanie was talking about it the other night that we just have fun taking walks. Like, I've never walked in Atlanta. We walked the Beltline and Piedmont Park, stuff like that. But to actually walk neighborhoods and just be, I don't know, I'm like,
Never done
at all. Who wants to, first of all, you gonna think somebody gonna get you.
we ain't never lived in those type of neighborhoods, so I don't know anyway.
It doesn't matter. They come to the neighborhood.
That's true.
Steal you and go somewhere
else. So, you know, so brother and sister, for me, you guys being here, I go back, right? And you guys represent to me, you know, the reality of, I guess, being able to see Africa, right, in a way that most of us don't see it. And this is what I mean, right? So I remember Brother Jeffrey, you hit me up. He was like, look, brother, I see y'all doing whatever y'all doing in Africa, right? And you said these words, man, if they had a skating rink, I don't know, brother, I might have to think about coming that way. I'm paraphrasing, right? I said, okay, I got something for you, right? So I share with you the skating rink that's right here in Nairobi, right? I was really just sharing it just to kind of, you know, just to.
He came in the room like, yo, where's that video? Don't we have a video of us at the skating rink? He was determined. I'm sure Brother Jeffery right now.
So I wanted to share I didn't really think or know that you would have that, the reaction like, well, wait, like I didn't really think your words was like, you said, if we had a skating rink here, you would come. But I was just thinking, you know, you just shooting, you know, but you were for real. When you saw that skating rink.
But it was like a week. Like, you were like, Brother Jeffrey coming on a such and such day. I said, what? And I wasn't believing it. That's what did you tell? I'm like, what? I was not believing it. I was like, well, where they gonna stay?
So my question is like, in that moment, and I want Sister Stephanie, I want you to share your version, because of course I can only imagine, you know, because you always wanted to be in Africa. For Brother Jeffrey, he said it time and time again, Africa was never on his radar. But then that moment, that was a pivotal moment. So what was the thought? What was the emotion? What was the thought? What was it that really clicked? How was that dynamic between the two of you when you said, let's go check it out?
Well, I start putting pieces together. I thought that y'all was at some kind of convention, and I just saw the background, the scenery, the floor, and the walls and all that. I said, man, you know, because in your head, you really don't know. And especially, I've never been a person that went online and just started Googling Africa. Maybe if I did, then I would have saw everything was modeled, but I didn't. So only time that I saw is where you all was going to these different events. Wow, man, look at these, man, nice floors and walls, and the painting was real nice and nice building and everything. Then when y'all went to that white attire fair, man, that was like, wow, that's clean, that's sharp. People were clean and nice looking. So in your head, you know, showing bad images of what they used to show us back in the day of outdoors and dirt, nothing growing and muddy water, and just realize, they showed a scene that they really meant to show and to discourage you. And they really damn did a good job to me. But when you all had that event, I saw that. I said, dang, I started putting the pieces together. I saw that and another thing, because I was following y'all everywhere y'all went. But then when I just came out of nowhere, like the Spirit said, well, ask them, do they have a scan ring? Because it just came out of nowhere. When I asked the question, shoot, next thing you know, man, y'all showed the video. And you showed the video from the hall before you go in. And just that blew me away. I'm like, oh, I ain't never seen nothing like this nowhere. And then when y'all went in, I was like, man, that's a big place. And when I saw the upstairs, I was like, whoa, this Africa's real model. They really got it going over here. And so just that point, it's like I ran in there and told Sylvia, hey, you want to go to Africa? She said, yeah. Like I won a lottery ticket. And it was just, she came out of nowhere. I mean, I came out of nowhere like, hey, let's go. Stephanie said, okay, let's go. And she went to calling. And next thing you know, we tried to get dates. And I was trying to stay a week. I said, man, because I kept complaining about being on the plane that long. Like, Next thing you know, man, Stephanie said, well, we can't stay in a week because the price is going to be different. I said, well, what about a week and a half? She said, no, we're going to stay almost 21 days, 24 days. Said, oh, man, I'll be gone that long? But when we came, man, the time went so fast. Like, wow, it's time to go. And just from that point, I was like, man, Africa is the place to be. And I thank Allah for that. I'm about to tear up now just to talk about it, but I'm going to just stay right there.
I prayed about that. I prayed because it was one of the things that, even in our courting phase, praying about okay, wait, this dude don't travel. How is he the one? What you talking about? Travel. Wait a minute. It is, so that's a thing for me. I love to travel. I love going places. I have a list that I've been creating, and I've been revamping this list over and over again of how and what I'm going to do when I get to the different parts of Africa that I wanted to go in order to start different businesses and create a self-sustaining community and all that stuff. So I had all this in my head, but Allah just kept pushing me, in that direction. Like, he's the one for real. Like, this is legit. And so, we, in my prayer, in my personal prayer time, I'll be talking to him like, okay, you said, you said he was the one now, but we ain't going nowhere. So like I said, everything with me and him since Jeffery and I've been together, Allah just be giving him downloads. And I don't have to ask out of my mouth. I don't have to say, Jeff, okay, dude, I just go tell Allah. And he goes and tells him. So it most definitely is a divine situation, because like y'all said, or like he said, he never wanted to go. He had this bad image. And it's on my list. It's like, okay, at some point I'm going, whether you're going with me or I'm going by myself, I'm going. And Allah just set it up. And it started with, all of the things that led him to want to go, but it had nothing to do with us going. You know what I'm saying? Like the skating, we barely skated when we were here. We barely skate. We have been here 3 weeks and we haven't been skating. And in Atlanta, we go three times a week. And so, it's not about the skating, but the skating was used as a tool to get him here. And just that longing to actually come, it was something that was outside of himself, because it was like, he doesn't like to travel. He doesn't like planes. He doesn't like this, that, and the other. It's like, no, it's like a no for him. So, it's like, it has to be something. Like, he put that desire in his heart, and we're here. And so it was amazing just to watch. That's how Allah is the greatest. Like, you know, because you see him moving and there's no human intervention. This is all divine. It has nothing to do with us. Even my desire to want to do business and come here, he had a plan on how I was going to get here and how we were going to get here and do the things that we're going to do. So yeah.
That's beautiful. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
You know, a lot of people talk about, because it's true, you have two different types of people. You have those that were called to come back home or come here, and then you have those that just want to come and try it out. But maybe they weren't divinely called to come here. So I can tell, just because the brother never wanted to come, hey, we never even thought about Africa when we actually decided to come to Africa.
Look, Atlanta was like, listen, it don't get no better than Atlanta. We were like, we good.
In our minds, we were in the best state in probably the world, at least in the US. So we never even considered Africa. So for you to be divinely called, and what was your first, and because you didn't just come here, we made sure you touched Zanzibar, and did they do Mombasa? I can't remember.
No,
But
we
you
didn't
touched
do
Zanzibar, which is my happy place. So you've got to experience, and Zanzibar to me is very cultural. It's very, it's very cultural, very traditional Islamic, you know, what am I trying to say?
You said it.
Of course.
Island,
Oh,
if you want to say it. But it's it's like one of the most beautiful places in Africa that I love. But then you guys came back, and I know you enjoyed Zanzibar. So what was it that made you say, but Kenya's the place, even though I love Tanzania?
From day one, it felt like home. So when we went to Zanzibar, it was like going on vacation. You know, it was like, you know how you be in the States and you be like, okay, let's go into Florida right quick and, you know, have a good time on the beach or whatever and come back home. So it was kind of like that. It was a great experience. It was amazing hearing that call to prayer, you know, hearing all of that. Like you like, oh my goodness, you know, all of that was amazing. The people were amazing. Going into the little maze, little shops in the little, you know, that was amazing. The place where we stayed was amazing.
All the cats.
He kept saying, where are all the cats? All these cats. I said, well, if you know you got cats, they ain't got no rats. So the cats were everywhere, chilling, right? But it was so beautiful being on the Indian Ocean. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like the blue is a whole different blue, y'all. Like that, the Indian Ocean is a different type of blue. It is not, it's like, it looks so fake. It looks so fake. Like it does not look real. It's so amazing. Yeah. So it was a wonderful experience. But we were like, okay, 7 days now, time to go. And when we were like, we ready to go home. And we was not talking about Atlanta. We were talking about Kenya. Every time we was like, I want to go home.
That was crazy because I was ready to go. You know, I'm not a real much of a water person. I like mountains. But the thing about it was real nice. When it was time to go, I was like, let's go. And we flew back to Kenya like we really were coming back to Atlanta. Just to let you know that the hometown. But when we got here and went back to our place, man, we felt like we went on a vacation from home. Not a vacation from home from Atlanta, but home from Kenya. And man, ever since we've been here, man, I mean, we have been enjoying, we've been going places, doing things, doing more walking. Man, I think we're walking 2 miles on the average. We've been doing no walking like that back at home. And it's free, you know, it's different now. It's like New York without the craziness. I will say that it's like New York without the craziness because there's just a lot of stuff going on. But Kenya's a nice place. I will say that.
And I call our Airbnb, I'd be like, our old house. Let's go over there by our old house. So it really was like home. That Airbnb was so nice. It felt like our little apartment in a nice little secret spot in Kenya. And so even now, like even so our cafe is like our place, like that we really like, even though somebody doesn't like it as much, but but we always want to go, but we always want to go to the one by our old house. So yeah, it feels like it's home. It's home for real. Like I don't miss Atlanta
Well,
at
man,
all.
that's incredible. I mean, just the energy that's leaping off of you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's contagious. It's really, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's like, I'm listening and I'm feeling the energy. It's like I'm reliving all over again. You know what I'm saying? That excitement coming to, Africa, living in Kenya, wherever, Rwanda, whatever. I feel it. I feel it. So here I have a question. So, and I'm sure many of us can attest to this. We definitely can, right? Even with all of the wonders, the wonderful experiences, the joys, and all of that, it's not without challenges, of course, right? And I like how my brother Jeffrey, how you say we were taken in slave ships, but we returned in airplanes. And one of the things that I've come to, I guess, realize is that imagining we can only imagine what it was like when we were taken in those slave ships. Coming back in the airplane of course, there's a luxury. We don't have those shackles, those chains. We're not forced. It's at our own free will. However, there is still a challenge that is not physical. It's more of a psychological, emotional. And I know for us, not so much prior to us leaving, but while we were here, it was a challenge to get the level of support. It was a challenge to get people to understand and to see that, man, it's a whole nother world. That is a beautiful world that you can experience, you can live, you can enjoy. Were there any challenges? You don't have to name them, but were there any challenges? And if there were any challenges in your decision, these challenges can be internal challenges or external challenges that you had to kind of fight through to get back to where you are right now.
I will say this right here. The freedom that we have in America is a little different than freedom here in Africa. And then the freedom here in Africa is a little different than the freedom of America. My first encounter, you all remember, I'm just bringing it to the audience. Stephanie is a person that she does a lot of filming on her phone. And so she, patched it together to make a little reel for Facebook. So one day, our assistant, I wouldn't call her housekeeper, but our assistant we went all to lunch. So our assistant and Stephanie was talking. So I decided to get Stephanie's phone and do a little record from outside and walk back inside to where they were. And when I came in, I was filming, just filming around everything. And next thing you know, I went to my table where Stephanie were, and they back was sent against this way, so they would turn this way, which I was sitting on this side, but I never get a chance to sit down because I was still filming. Next thing you know, I don't know, a man from one end and then a lady from another end both came to me and literally cussed me out. I got a welcome home to Africa type of attitude. And I was like, what did I do? They went hardcore. And man, don't be filming up here. Don't be doing that. I'm doing it, just she coming one side, I'm coming the other side. I mean, the man coming one side, they going at me hard. And I let that say, man, who you think you talking to? Because in my head, I'm going into defense because I was like, what did I do? He said, I'm talking to you. I said, oh, snap. Boy, I thought I was going to do the ATL style, go bam, right in the jaw. But I said, no, I'm in Africa. I don't know how they police act on this side of the globe. So instant, I calmed down and the waitress came. She said, what's wrong? And they went to fussing at her and said, he recorded, he don't need to be recording up in here. And man, they were just going, oh, they went, man, scared me, just scared me to death. I said, hey man, I said, I erased it, man. I ain't got no him until he didn't pop me out, but I didn't know what was going on. So much was going on. And just that, man, really started me. That was my, hey, welcome to Africa. And the lady explained to her, you know, she said, you know, people in here don't like to be recorded. I didn't know that. I wasn't trying to record them. I'm just recording the place. But, you know, yeah, they don't like to be recorded in Africa. So that's my first encounter. So I had to leave it with that.
Now, this time I haven't had that challenge. I had a challenge the first time we came, where I got my aunties almost wanted to fight me because I sat at the table with them because of how it's set up. Like when you go into the restaurant or whatever, they just sit with each other, right? They know each other. They just speak to each other, sit down, and keep it moving. Well, I spoke, but my speaking, I was speaking English, so it wasn't like it wasn't the same. It was not equal, and the woman did not like that. And the two ladies, they got up, sucked their teeth at me, and stepped on and walked out. They left the restaurant. They didn't even finish their food, and so I was like, "What did I do wrong?" I asked the guy, and he was just saying that. Basically, it was almost like, I'm from America. I came and sat down. I didn't ask for permission, but I spoke to them and I did say, but I said it in English. They didn't understand me. So it was like, they didn't understand what I was saying. And so therefore they just thought I just sat my little happy self down. You come over here with your little privileged self and sat by me. So I had that experience. But as far as the challenge to come here, you guys made it so easy. You made it seamless. I tell everybody that, like, as far as community goes, I feel like I'm part of a community already. Why? Because I was in the chat group with all the people, all the expats, and we are talking to people. We've met people, even can't come in. We met, and we're easy to meet people. So it's not like we're not like we're extrovert. He's like an introvert, extrovert, but we're extroverts. So it's okay. Like we meet people wherever we go. But you guys made everything seamless, from our immigration situation, from all of the business stuff, all of that, everything that you have been through made it easy for us. So we can say that, like, anybody who comes to this point, I don't know about anybody's experience before, but I know for a fact I can say with confidence, if you're planning on moving to Africa, and you're coming to Kenya, then you need to call the residential tourist. You need to call Adila's Residential Services, because they made everything so smooth. It was like butter, like water. No, like water. Like it flowed. We didn't have no problems with immigration. We didn't have no problems becoming residents. We were residents within 2 weeks of us leaving. That only took like 2 weeks. Like, our paperwork was done. We started a business, had bank accounts before we left. Like, everything was done seamlessly. And then coming back, as everybody saw in the video, like, Adila took my pictures, even though I worried her half to death and I almost made her have a heart attack at a young age. She came and she made this house a home. We walked in it. We loved it. We love every bit of it. I love my super foam bed, for real. And I'm just going to keep it 100. And then I love my couch. Like, all this stuff is handcrafted, handmade. And she had to go every day to talk to these people to make it the way we asked. And you did an amazing job. You guys are amazing. The community that you have built is solid. I got sisters, that, I feel like we've been knowing each other for many, many years because of you guys, because of what you have created here, what you have done. And I don't want y'all to take that for granted. And I want y'all to know, big ups to y'all, kudos, and Allah's gonna make it, he's gonna make it even better and greater, and you're gonna get more clients because people are gonna see how seamless it is. It's easy because they helped. not because the process is easy. The process is terrible. It's hard. It's a lot of stuff to do. However, when you have somebody already here doing it for you and working things out for you, it's like your mama fixing stuff. You didn't know your mama went to the principal and talked to them when you went to school, but you got there and then everything was just done and you didn't know what was happening in the background, but it just was done. That's how it is. Or you didn't know you was broke growing up. You thought you thought your mama didn't have money, but you really didn't have no money until you got older. You look back and was like, oh dang, we was poor. And you didn't know that because why? Your mama, she was the buffer. So you guys were the buffer for us. We appreciate you. We love you. And listen, hey, everybody, y'all better get with them. Get with these people. They good people.
Wow, alhamdulillah. All praise be to Allah. We weren't expecting that. It's supposed to be about y'all.
You know, made me cry.
She's over here. I can see, you know, I said, oh, I should have got the tissue box.
That's what I was thinking.
I should have got the tissue box. Beautiful. Thank you so very much. We give thanks and praise to the Most High, you know, and we're just grateful to be a vessel. And, you know, I like to think that in many cases, we just paying it forward, you know, because when we moved to Rwanda, if we didn't have boots on the ground, you know, we were bringing our mothers, you know what I'm saying? We had two good, man, we don't know how we would have, you know what I'm saying? And we saw how necessary it is, and we see how necessary it is to, Brother Jeffery is familiar, you too, Sister Steph, we all familiar. And I wish I should have had the image, but, you know, in the old Muhammad Speaks, you have an image of a globe, and you have a black man on one side of the globe and the black man on the other side of the globe, reaching over, clasping hands, joining with one another. And it is that spirit, and I think, you know, that we should have, you know. And I'm not even talking about we as black Americans joining hands with Africans, that too. But, you know, for those that can make it across, we can't not look back and reach back for those who are still trying to come this way. You know, so it's just a blessing. You know, we're humble. We're very humbled by that. We're grateful. We're very grateful.
I also want to say it means a lot because just who we are as, we'll just say, Black Americans, we tend to look for the negative in a situation, in a person. You know, we're doing this, and it's hands-on training, just even for me. It's hands-on training, and I know I make a lot of mistakes. I made a bunch of mistakes, and we will look for the mistakes to pull each other down versus trying to help build each other up, or at least trying to support and okay, whatever the mistakes were, that's the time for training and teaching. But it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen too often, especially it's over here when you come to another country, everything is magnified for you because you're very sensitive. You're very open to everything. And so to have someone just to be a support, anything I asked from you guys, and Brother Jeffrey, just what do you need, sis? What do you need? What do I need? What do we? It wasn't like you guys made it easy. You guys made it easy for us to be able to make this happen.
And the fact that you trusted that, you know, she's the lead on, you know, that she will be able to, you know, provide the service to your liking, the satisfactory. You know, that means a lot. That does mean a lot. You know, so, but enough about us, it's more about you guys. So let's talk about, would you have something?
Well, I want to say,
keep going. I can go for days and days.
Just want to acknowledge we got the Phantom, what's the T? I'm just call it Phantom Brother online today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And someone, I'm just going over some of the messages.
Some of the
mistakes are avenues for teachable lessons to expand the newfound knowledge to others. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Natasha. Oh, Stupid Tom said, don't worry about that person that was getting mad because you were recording them. They were out there with their, they call sneaky link. Is that the word?
I don't know.
Sneaky link.
Hey, that's what the waitress
And you was
said.
about to expose them. They were scared.
That's what the waitress said.
Just looking to see.
Shout out to ARS and Sister Camila. Okay.
That's we got Sister Sharifa. Sister Sharifa's in the place.
Miss BJ Martin
Greetings to you,
in the
sister.
house. So even with that, we've been able to build a sisterhood.
That's what she said. That's what
Yeah,
Stephanie
that's what I'm saying.
said.
We've been able to build a sisterhood. We got sisters here that are solo, have traveled by themselves, and they no longer have to feel like they by themselves. We got a friendship going on. We check on each other, and it's amazing. And I'm actually not even used to it. I'm not used to it.
She's
It's
not.
I should be, but I've been so removed from it, being on the continent, feeling alone. You know, you miss having a sisterhood if you don't have it. And if you came from that type of energy or that type of you miss it. You really, really do miss it. So it's been great having that community, and I wanted to make sure that when you come, you feel like you're coming home. You know, not just coming home to a place, but everything is already done for you that you could just breathe and woosah. And one of the questions that I had was, you guys kind of went through a lot trying to get here. And we talk a lot about leaving grown children in the back, back in the States, leaving grown children, leaving elderly parents, family, friends. How was that for you guys? Was it, because for us, like I told people before, I was crying in the shower. Like I didn't want them to see me crying and then get a doubt. So I took my tears to the shower. But how was it for you guys? Did you have any opposition trying to leave the States and coming here?
Well, I would say that one of my friends called one of my skating friends Facebook the other day, a couple of days ago, and we were talking back and forth. Then he asked a question. He said, "Man, I know you all miss your families and friends back home," and I didn't know how to say it. I just said, "Not really," and I didn't know how. I didn't know if I needed to add more words to it, but I couldn't, and that was the only words came out. And he said, "Well, I know that's right." Because we in technology world, for one thing. And that what makes it different. Because we're in the technology world. A simple phone call, simple Facebook, just everything simple. And that's what makes it better. We can still always get up and call. We need to call at any time. So that really made a total difference. And so just having that won't allow you to be assuming what's going on. You can just simply call your family. Hey, y'all good? Everybody good? Text and whatever. And you get that. And so in that modern time with that type of communication, you feel ease. And that's one thing I do like about it.
Tell about before you got here.
Before I got here, I didn't know if I was going to come by plane or train or a canoe boat. I said, you know what? You better take a plane. So I took a plane, and that's how I get here.
Well, oh no. Okay, so I most definitely miss my children. Like, especially my baby girl. Like, I do miss my baby. I miss not being able to just jump in a car and just go get her or whatever. So that is a thing for me. And I miss my sons are used to me just being around the corner. So I told them before I left, I'm like, y'all better come see me more because I'm not gonna be just 10 minutes away anymore. Like literally, y'all can't just come over and come vent and talk to me or whatever. We're gonna do everything is gonna be on the phone. It's gonna be a little bit different. So for that part, I will say I do miss them. But as far as like most of our family and friends, like we would see them, but we wouldn't. I mean, you know what I mean? Like even when we were in the States, we didn't see them. We were video calling or talking on the phone. Like it wasn't necessarily a physical, we would physically see each other every once in a while, every couple of months or whatever. Somebody have a barbecue or something, somebody will have something. But we we, you know, it's kind of hard to miss them because you really didn't see them anyway. But I think we did run into challenges as far as you know, we had our moments, we cried. We had a going away party slash retirement party for Jeff. So, you know, we shedded tears. We cried a lot. A lot of people were calling, but then Jeff kept telling people, don't miss me, come see me. So now we just got a whole lot of people calling us saying, hey, I'm about to book my ticket. Hey, I'm coming. Get ready, y'all. We on our way. And we like, okay, y'all, we got room. We got 3 extra bedrooms. You know, it's enough space for everybody. We got space for pull out beds, air mattresses, and some more things. So it could be a whole family affair like back in the day. So we got most definitely space and opportunity. So it's hard to miss everybody.
I'm gonna say one more thing. In my head, I'm always thinking when we go back home to visit, it's not some. I really don't feel as anxious. Like I can't wait to get home. Compared to anxious, I can't wait to get home here in Africa. And I still had that same feeling. And so, yeah, it's just a new life. It's a new chapter in our lives, and we're excited. And just can't wait what Allah is going to expose more things to us. But every day is something new. You know, every day something new is, you know, you have pros and cons, everything. You have rich, poor, quote unquote middle class, what they call quote unquote middle class. But man, when you see the people really down and out, man, it really gets to you, especially the children, you know. Even at home in Atlanta, you know, people play games. But I'm being honest with you, the way just inflation is in America, even with people playing games to ask for money, they use their children to ask for money. Shit, the way inflation is in America, yeah, a lot of that money going to some real stuff. They're going to some food and pay for a place over your head. That's serious. I had to think about that because back in the days, you know, people did all kind of little scams and tricks. But now, I mean, the way inflation crazy in America is crazy that, be honest with you, man, even a drunk man, you know, used to be a time to say, man, he gonna take the money and use something to drink. He may use something to drink, but he got to get him something to eat too. And so, you know, just that in America is different. And here, everybody works. Everybody. Now, the ones you don't see working, I really don't know what's going on with them, but man, everybody works. Even at the traffic light, you have people juggling and acrobat and entertainment in the streets, man. I'm like, is this a circus? Man, I didn't know it was serious. But when I saw it and I saw some more, I said, man, whatever it takes for them to hustle, their hustle game is strong. The hustle game is strong. And it just made me look at the difference between here and Africa. But I'm gonna let you ask some more questions because I know the show will be over with fast.
That's good. You're right. You're right. It really, the dynamics, you know, really very, very interesting. But on that note, it's a good segue because, you know, we know you all came to have a new living experience, but, you know, you guys came with, you know, you had a mission, ready to do business. You had business and have business, you know, and that's very important to spotlight. You know, you want to spotlight that because that's another component where many of us don't realize that you can come here and have business and have a successful business. There are many, we've experienced that, and there are many others who currently are experiencing success with business, and you guys add to it. I wish I had hair because I would showcase, you know, the product that y'all have and have some waves. But for those that do have hair, please tell them about one of, and you can go into whatever else, but definitely talk about the Kosher Wave brush in the whole product line. Tell us all about that. Please, please, please.
I'm gonna do a little summarize it short, so I won't be talking too long. I'll let Stephanie talk about it. But I'm a barber product development. I've been creating products since 1995. And I had my challenges over the years because of the Asian market had took over the barber and the beauty industry in America. And so what that meant to where they actually took a lot of my products ideas. And so, you know, I ain't gonna briefly speak about that as long, but Allah has told me, he said, if you just be patient, I'm gonna take you to the source where you can start from there and work your way up. So I just leave right there and I'll let Stephen move further on that.
So Jeffrey is the creator of the Kosher Wave brush, which is a plant-based hair brush. We have several different types of brushes. We have the wave brush, we have detangle brushes for beards and for hair. We have wood combs. All of these products are made naturally. He also has the neck strips. We have our own line of neck strips, our pencils, barber pencils. We have our own fibers. We have what else we got? Our conditioning spray. We have the Shorty Red Hot Pick. So our line is we have 3 different lines. It's a Kosher Wave, Barber Magic, and then Shorty Red. Shoddy. I gotta say it right. Shoddy. You gotta say it like in Atlanta. Shoddy Red. Okay. So these are the products. You can go to kosherwave.com to check out our products. You can go to IG and check out some of the different demonstrations of the products at Kosher Wave. That's KOSHERWAVE. And yeah, those are our products.
So real quick, I know you want to say something. So just to give a little backdrop that I think just in case it's missed, Brother Jeffrey has been a barber or had been a barber for like 35 years. He's seen the highs, the lows, the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, all of it, right? And he's a thinking man, you know, thinking on his feet. Get it? Ha ha. Anyway,
I didn't get it.
he's a barber standing on his feet, barber, and he's thinking about products while she's slow.
Well, that was black. Which one?
But he is a thinking man, you know what I'm saying? And so he created, so for me, when I first came across, you know, I came across, I remember the day. It was in Atlanta, it was Family Day, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan was speaking, you were vending that day, you were there with your father, and you had the Kosher Wave brush at that time. I had never heard, first of all, I never even knew all these years using a brush, I never knew that there were brushes that were used with out of pork or pig byproducts, right? And I thought it was very forward thinking that, especially as a Muslim, but not even just that, those who wanting to have a holistic way of living in life, not just by eating, but just completely, that you would think of providing an alternative that you did. And I thought it was genius, to be quite honest with you. I really, really did. So I'm grateful that you had that thought and that you created it. And I've seen the brush. I've held the brush. Like I said, I wish I had hair just for the simple fact that
Well, you can grow it.
I can't.
You can grow the hair.
I got a hole in my head. I can't grow it.
But what they didn't mention is recently we were out with them and they were looking for Kenyan-based manufacturers.
Right.
And that's what's important. They're trying to figure out, well, how can we have our products created here in Kenya by our people in Kenya and not from the Asians or wherever else it has to be. And that's one of the things that we talk about is becoming an asset to the country.
Right.
We're bringing businesses to the country. We're taking care of families and livelihoods just because of a business you've already had created.
Right.
But you want to expand here in Africa. And I think that should be commended as well.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. That is that's many reasons. This for a highlight.
Tasha said I want you to rock the George Jefferson.
I'm not doing the shirt.
But at least you should use Kosher Waves around the side. Okay. And then do you have a buffer? You can buff the middle part.
Nah, yeah, do you come up with a
Put it in
a
a
sheen or something for
swirl.
kosher
It'll
sheen.
cover it up. Make your waves
For
grow
the
in
bald
a
head.
For the
swirl.
bald
That way you can
heads.
pull it
But
over.
Definitely talking, you can't hear.
I can't hear. Hold on.
Oh, I'm saying brush it in a circle. That way it'll look like it's covered.
I will say this right here. You know, no matter what city you're from in America, you know, you're gonna cheer for your football team or basketball team. And by me being here in Kenya, it just made me just look at a lot of things that's being imported. And that is, you know, that's amazing to how in the world things are imported to Africa when everything is here now. You know, that just really bothered me. But my whole thing went bigger. Allah just kept showing me bigger things. And I want things to be created and stamped made in Africa or stamped made in NAIROBI. I want it to be stamped. I want it to be known, not so much of me, but give what credit due. You know, just when you, even when we was in Tanzania, we was at the spice farm and one of the guys showed this flower that Chanel No. 5 abstract the scent and create their clone. But then with Chanel No. 5, they're just gonna put right there, made in Europe, France, Paris, or wherever. But man, come on, man, you got to get credit due. And that's one thing that I'm going to work very hard on, to where I can't wait to whatever product I make, I can't wait to stamp made in Africa or made in Nairobi. And you know, when you have that type of bagging, man, and showing things that's really made for you, man, that makes people feel good, man. And I'm not saying that they have not done it, but I want to do it. I want to show that this country and the people that we can say, yeah, this made in Nairobi. You know, you feel good when stuff is made in your city or your country or your state. So inshallah, definitely is going to be working on that.
We've
And
already doing
I agree with you. Like, it's so weird. And even like he'll be having his down days, and even I have down days, but I'm always just so proud of Kenya. Kenya is so amazing to me. It's such a beautiful, beautiful. I don't even know what to say about
It's just
it.
a beautiful
It's a
place.
beautiful place. And so to hear that you feel the same way. I want my products to say made in Kenya, made in Kenya. They have a whole thing out here where it's a made in Kenya, like a push. Like you'll hear it all the time. Even where we went, they'll say, no, this is Kenya based. They proud to say this is made in Kenya. This was made in Kenya. And I'm like, okay,
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kudos to you for even trying to be a part of that movement, and
Yeah.
you will be a part of that movement.
You are already.
Yeah.
Just a thought. You already on it, brother. Just
Already on it.
you know, being it is, you know how we talk. You got it. You on it. So
And it connects us too. It connects us because your products is in the States, your products will be here, you're closing the gap, you bridging it, you're bringing the people together just off of the attempt
right,
alone.
right,
That's amazing.
right. So that's beautiful. Well, family, I'm gonna tell you, you know, we could, you know how we do. We could be on here for all night throughout to the next day. Maybe we'll have them come back.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 7. Well,
I didn't
we
know.
started. We started on Africa time.
Yeah, we started a little late because of the technical
Kenya time.
difficulties. However, I wanna we'll pause. We'll have you guys come back because there's much more that we didn't get to that we want you guys to share.
Well, they finished about their 30 days, right? They still love it.
Yeah,
It wasn't a mistake.
No, they on it.
You on it?
They still thriving.
So we could touch bases maybe in 6 months.
Yeah,
to see.
we'll touch base.
To see if they still here.
I have no doubts. No doubts. Well, thank you, family. We are grateful. We appreciate you for spending and lending your time. We're definitely looking forward to more and more what you all have to share, you know, and man, we love y'all, man. We really do.
If I wasn't hungry, I'd be like, let's keep talking. I'm hungry.
We're coming to your house and eat dinner.
Hold on, wait.
We eating with y'all tonight.
Love y'all.
Love y'all too, family. All right, y'all have a good night.
Thank you guys for not forgetting about us and all your donations, all your emails, all your positive words, your positive messages. You don't know how much that we carry that throughout the week. So we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate everything. Thank you.
All right, so
Natasha said, post the links on the community page.
yes, well,
Oh, we're still on.
we do. If you look at the description, you'll have the information. Kosher Wave, you have the information there. But of course, you'll be seeing more of them and their product and their work that they've been doing, but they're continuing to do here in Nairobi, Kenya. We're going to have, of course, the other information regarding the fundraising as well. Let me put
In
it
the
up.
January event, we're still working on it, y'all. Don't think it's not happening. January 18th.
I don't know. It's 30 days away. It's pushing on it.
Oh,
Pushing on it.
it's going to happen.
So let me just put this up one more time, guys, so you can have it if you haven't gotten it. If you can help and assist in any way with this effort to help with the feeding of the children, please, by all means, do so. Any way you can, whatever you can, if you can. No harm, no foul if you can't, but if you can, and if it's in your heart, please, by all means, but we'll have it elsewhere, put in the community along with the other information. I did want to close. We're gonna close out with this, right? I want you to take. I want it to be of an inspiration, to we Black Americans, and of course our African family. A few days ago, they had the 33rd annual African Culture and Arts. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was an honorary for it. He wasn't there physically, but he did lend himself. And he had some very, very enlightening and positive and encouraging words. Not long, just short words, but very impactful words that I think that will be helpful for us as we, try to get back to our original self and be in shoulder to shoulder in living among our African family, and to help Africa be, all that it actually already is. But anyway, let me shut up. Let me share it.
I'm looking like, come on, I thought we were done. I didn't realize.
Let me share it, and then we'll be done. When it's over, we're gonna go. So we thank you so very much for your time. We thank you for sharing it with us. Have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful evening, and have a great week wherever you are. So we're gonna share this, and then we'll be finished. See you, I guess, next week, maybe.
Let's make them commit, y'all.
We'll see. Here we go.
Welcome to the 33rd Annual African Festival of the Arts. I'm Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm so honored that you have chosen me as the honorary Grand Baba of such a magnificent expression of African love. Beloved brothers and sisters, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Africa and we have suffered for the last 400 years, and every avenue of division that they could find among us to enhance, they have done that to keep us divided. So because of our tribal traditions, they use that to divide us. And after tribes became nations, they used our national culture, our national art, our national thought processes to divide us again. Then they use religion to divide us. And lastly, they used our economic condition, and those of us who were fortunate to be able to survive all of this, they used that against us as well. But today, on the 33rd anniversary of this African festival of art and culture, you want to go back to the tradition? I would say go forward to a new tradition with the festival of art rising above national boundary, rising above the cultural aspect of yesterday, which varies from place to place. I think we want to celebrate African art and culture to the point where it rises above the things that have divided us in the past, and love has to be the root of a new African culture and tradition that starts from the awakening of Africa, the rise of Africa, and the unity of Africa with the sons and daughters of Africa that were stolen from Africa and brought to America to be made slaves. The enemy never wants to see us together. They never want to see us loving ourselves and loving each other. So this 33rd Festival of Arts and Culture, let it be that festival that promoted African love with African art, African love with African culture. Africa, the home of the origin of all humanity. Africa must rise, and let our art and culture be the means by which we rise, unite, and create a future for all the children of Africa, no matter where they're found on the earth. Peace be unto you, my beloved family. Have a wonderful 33rd anniversary. Assalamu alaikum.